Hey, this is King Firehawk from 1640 PWPR. Coming up, the Blind Tag Podcast, which is exclusive here to 1640 PWPR, the home of pro wrestling podcast radio and more.
Hello out there in the podcast world. Once again, you've reached the Blind Tag. And once again, I am your host, Big Dick Gideon, alongside just only one of the Fallen Angels.
Just
today.
one.
Just the one. I have Krim with me here today. And we're going to hold it down. Dante's feeling a little under the weather, so unfortunately it's just us two punks that you're going to get today.
Oh boy.
But we're going to try to make it as entertaining as possible, and naturally we're going to try to go over... a lot of exciting things are going to be happening this week. So
Interesting things. Not just wrestling related, but pretty much, we got our fingers in a lot of pies.
Yeah, so we got a lot going on, but we're going to get to it. First things first, though, Raw, kind of boring. Didn't really take notes on it because, to be honest, there's not much going on. They're sort of slow playing it until they get to Battleground.
I'll tell things that popped out in my head. I can just say for right now, like they did the tag team match with the primetime players, and pretty much right after their win, they didn't even give her a chance to celebrate, and they're already shoving Sheamus out the door.
Well, that
seemed weird.
They were running late. It's clear they were running late.
Yeah, but if they're running late, that's one thing. But the camera panned on them, and they were looking confused as they walked by each other. So it was a weird thing. I don't know what they were trying to sell there.
I'm not really sure either. I mean, don't get me started on Sheamus having Money in the Bank to begin with, but
why?
I think it was just a poor decision. I think the WWE is starting to fall in the same rut that WCW did, and that is, it's cool for the villains to win a lot, but eventually the good guys gotta win. Okay? Mm-hmm. And that's what happened to WCW.
Right.
Okay? The NWO won all the time.
Yeah.
And it was so rare that the good guy wins. I can't remember the last time... Like, even Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has essentially, I mean, up until this point at least, been very heel-ish.
Sure.
Okay? Like, it's been a long time since the good guys won, essentially. It really... I realize you got to build it up. I realize you got to build a story.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we've been telling the same story over and over again for years and years, the good guys got to win. And that's what happened to WCW. The good guys never won, and even when they did win, it was almost reverted a couple weeks later. Okay,
Yeah.
That's what happened, right? Remember when the Authority went out of power? I'm like, that's great. I mean, now it's a new era. What, 3-4 weeks later?
Well, yeah,
it was back.
It was like 2 weeks. It was
so
quick.
It was so quick.
It was one of those. Honestly, it was a storyline they could have had for a while, and then
in my opinion, it's getting to the point where the good guys never win. They never win.
Well, we also talked about fantasy booking.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, it's going to get bumpy for y'all out there.
It might be, a little awkward, but hang with us.
Hang with us here for a second, okay? Because wrestling is usually a, what's the word I'm using for?
Caricature of reality.
Yeah, it's a caricature of reality. And what would really captivate the audience and really get behind somebody is like, this guy's a dick.
Yeah.
Is if you try to cash in on the controversy that's going on with, let's say, the Confederate flag.
Yeah.
Now, we were just, me and Big Dick, we were sitting on the couch and we were just bullshitting. We were watching Raw, and we were like, man, if they really wanted to create like a super heel right now, they could just cash in on the you cash in on the Confederate flag issue right now. Just have somebody come out and just start waving a Confederate flag. Now, there's going to be a lot of super hate on.
There's a lot of uncomfortableness.
Okay,
right, okay.
Which if you write it out, I guarantee you it'll be great. And we were talking about who could do that.
Yeah, and I think my first suggestion was, excuse me, my first suggestion was
Jack Swagger.
Yeah, Jack Swagger. And Jack Swagger, you have Zeb come back. Okay, there's your leader for the CSA.
Well,
right?
I call it the new Confederate Nation.
Yeah.
We were really doing fantasy booking last night. So you have Jack Swagger come out, and you already have Zeb Coulter, who's Dutch Mantel. He already has that redneck look to him, and they were already sort of doing like a new Confederate Nation thing, but they tried to stay away from it. But if you go full bore into it. You have Jack Swagger as the leader of the new Confederate Nation. You have the mouthpiece, which is Zeb Coulter. Let's say you throw in Heath Slater, right?
What's he doing?
What's he doing? He's not doing anything. Yeah. And you need a tag team. Well, what better tag team than
Rowan and Harper?
Rowan and Harper. That right there is it's money.
Rowan and Harper. And then if you're gonna make a new Confederate Nation, then you need somebody across from them that they can feud with. Okay, so you take the New Day. And you make them into the new Nation of Domination, okay? Led by Mark Henry.
Oh, you're gonna lead them by Mark Henry.
Led by Mark Henry.
Why not just band all the ethnicities together and put in R-Truth?
Well, no, I think R-Truth would be a great addition to it. I'm just saying, and then they have a feud between them, and that's white hot.
It is. It's white hot.
That is white hot. We guarantee it.
It was kind of giving me the uncomfortable factor while we were trying to sit there and think about it, but then it was this could really work.
You could pull it off.
It would really glue people to the TV if you and if you really wanted to go far with it, you could have the new Confederate Nation win the contracts of the New Day, and it get really uncomfortable.
See, to me that's too far.
Is it?
Okay?
I mean,
because essentially we're still
what is too far?
We're still essentially in the PG era.
Sure, but in the same aspect, you had Virgil.
I'm not. Well, Virgil was never said he was a slave.
No, he called him his manservant.
Okay,
that was Virgil's title, my manservant. Okay, now you can't get away with that today.
No.
So what you do is you win the contracts, right? And you call them my personal assistant.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all you...
Look.
Okay. You call spade a spade, okay?
Hey,
whoa,
hey.
No.
Hey, whoa.
Wait. That's not what I meant. I mean,
oh, man.
This is... Okay, bear with us, people. I promise you... It's
a good booking situation. Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, I think it's... Like you said, it's gotten a little stagnant. And, like I said... The good guys have not won in a really, really, really long time.
I want everybody at home who listens to us, we reach listeners that are yards wide. Yards wide. I mean, we might have 3 out there.
Maybe.
But y'all who are sitting at home, you have to be just as bored as we are watching this.
Yeah.
And you're probably doing fantasy booking in your head.
Yeah,
man, you know who would be great to come out right now? This person.
Hey, you know what would have been great for a person to win Money in the Bank? How about Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, right? There's another fantasy booking that a Big Dick came up with.
Oh my god!
Why didn't Bray Wyatt win Money in the Bank? Could you imagine the promos?
Oh my god!
He could do while having Money in the Bank.
That's what I can say. The promos just would have changed to him carrying the briefcase and just singing, "I've got the whole world in my hands." He would have been over. I mean, he's over now, but Jesus.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of Bray Wyatt, it's a nice little segue. I mean, there's things overall that kind of pop in my head. I like what they're doing with Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. They're going a little bit more deeper into the
darker,
a little darker with Bray Wyatt.
But this only matters if Bray goes over. If Roman goes over, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. This needs to,
Bray's got to go over.
Yeah,
but the thing is, if Bray goes over, bye Roman. Yeah. Then who's he gonna? Are you gonna? Have him go for the IC title, if Bray, I want Bray to go over on Roman.
Well, here's the thing: if it's winner, it's as you say, fish or cut bait for both of them.
Yeah, it's shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, because if Bray loses, nobody gives a shit about Bray. All he does is talk and lose.
Yeah.
Or if you got Roman going over, if Roman doesn't go over, then he might just get pushed to the wayside.
Yeah, because they got nothing for him. It's like Randy Orton. We didn't see Randy last night.
And I'm not going to cry.
Not that I'm crying about it, but they got nothing for him. Okay? They don't really have anything for Roman. They don't have anything for him.
How many matches did we see last night? I mean, there wasn't a lot.
Maybe about 6. Or maybe.
I will say that the women's match was weird.
Because Tamina can't work anymore.
Well, there's that, but I mean, like...
And by weird, I hope you meant bad. Because...
Well, the booking was weird. Because the entire time leading up to that match...
The Bellas are heels.
And now you had them booked as faces against... To me, like, it didn't... The booking didn't make sense.
I don't know what they're trying to do with the Bellas. I can't tell if I'm... as a fan... If I'm being a fan, I don't know whether I should cheer or boo. Because I don't know... Because, number one, Brie Bella, when she comes out, everybody's excited, and she has clearly face music.
Mm-hmm.
Brie Bella has face music, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Nikki Bella still has that, you can look but you can't touch, and that's clearly heel music.
Yeah.
Okay? It's so weird. And
can I just say, look, listen, I will go on record and say that I have watched some episodes of Total Divas when it first came out.
Man, I hope you were at the dentist.
No, I did this willingly. And the thing is I didn't watch it because why everybody else watches it. I watched it because it was interesting to see how things happen backstage. They show the guy. They show everybody getting to the stadium, and there's signs that say, "Okay, makeup this way, wardrobe this way, guys over in this locker room, girls over here, agents over here, offices this way." And it's really cool because you get to watch. If you look in the background, you get to see wrestlers that really don't have anything else on TV doing with each other. They're actually sitting and having like coffee or whatnot, and just bullshit.
Yeah,
which is really cool. I like seeing that aspect. What I'm trying to get is, like, during these first couple episodes I saw, Brie mode, quote unquote, was just Brie Bella getting incredibly blackout drunk.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, because I have, I think I finished like 6 episodes into the first season, okay, and I never really went back, but. So I don't know if they changed the meaning of Brie mode.
No, I remember seeing the premiere for or not seeing the premiere, but the trailer for the premiere of the second season or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when Paige joined the fucking cast of it,
mm-hmm.
and they the Brie mode is still when she gets drunk.
Oh, okay, so when she screams like Brie mode,
do we need a breathalyzer test?
Do we have to I don't know, have an intervention or something? I mean, because she does it every match. So, I mean, is she getting blackout drunk every match? Because
no.
That's probably something you don't want to teach to young girls.
I can't wait. I think, honestly, unfortunately, I think it's... Not unfortunately, because they're both really good, but Becky Lynch is probably going to be the one to come up. Okay?
You think so? Not Charlotte?
Because Becky Lynch fits more with Paige. Okay? The rocker type.
Well,
okay? She fits a lot better than Charlotte does. Okay? In terms of gimmick. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. In terms of gimmick. Her gimmick fits a lot easier with Paige than Charlotte's does. Okay? I want them both up. Okay? I want Charlotte and I want Becky up immediately. Okay? But do they have anything for Charlotte?
Well, the rumor mill was grinding today.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And one of the kernels that it grinded out, you see what I did there? It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I just went with it.
Just go.
Is that they're going to bring up the 4 girls.
All 4 of them?
All 4 to help combat. To help Paige combat the Total Divas.
So they're going to bring up Charlotte, Becky, Bailey, and who?
Sasha Banks.
They're bringing up Sasha too.
That's the rumor.
Sasha's a heel.
Who gives a shit? They can repackage her.
Yeah, I guess. But she's the champ too.
Honestly, she could. You could be heel all you want. I've heard her entrances. They don't boo her.
No. Well, because remember NXT is a different beast. Okay.
NXT is a wrestling show.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw is a show about wrestling.
Yeah, NXT is a different beast. That's what. On the books, she's a heel, and if you bring up to Raw, the way that she acts, she will be a heel. That's how she's packaged.
Yeah,
okay?
but they're not going to bring her up to do that. They're going to bring her up to...
If they bring her up as champ, she has to be the same Sasha Banks.
No, what they're going to do if they do this, they're going to, because you already see the Bellas already acquired Cameron? Or
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox. They already acquired Alicia Fox into their ranks or whatever.
Yeah.
They're trying to... So there's going to be
another
starting
an empire. They're starting stable.
Yeah, they're going to start stable. And you know what? Here's what's going to happen. After Tough Enough, they're going to, nothing can take us down. And I guarantee you Paige is going to come in. They're, okay, I got 4 ladies with me. And boom, here comes the NXT girls.
I'll tell you this. If they have a Survivor Series type match... The talent is very one-sided in that match. Okay, it's very one-sided.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of carrying.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, Becky's over, and she can work. Obviously, Charlotte can work, no problem. Okay, she can carry a match. I don't know if Becky can carry a match. I know Sasha can carry a match. Okay, Bayley is good if her opponent is good. Bayley cannot carry a match.
Okay. Well, I mean, you won't be able to be ready for the big time by not taking the bite.
No, I know. I'm just, and I want all these girls up because man, they can work. Okay. If you're not watching the NXT women's matches, you're missing out.
Yeah, because a lot of I know how certain people will look. They'll like, oh, it's just a women's match. It's always like schoolgirl roll up. And you know what? On Raw, you'd be right.
Yeah.
You'd be 100% right. But you watch NXT women's matches, and these ladies can go.
Man, I look forward to the ladies' championship matches on the NXT pay-per-views more than I look forward to any other match on there.
They just put everything into it.
Yeah.
And the part that me and Big Dick have actually talked about was, why would you want to get brought up?
Yeah.
I mean,
why?
Why would you? I mean, these ladies are doing 20-minute matches, maybe like 15, 20-minute matches normally.
Solid match.
Solid. And then you go up to the main roster and
you get 5 minutes.
You get 5 minutes and you don't get to do anything fancy. And
that's not even bell to bell. That's entrance to bell.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah, you get to put over the Bellas. That's what you get to do.
So I don't know why they're having Nikki Bella carry it so long. I'm assuming they're having it carry it so long so she breaks AJ Lee's record, and then nobody remembers AJ Lee.
That's exactly why they're doing it.
Okay.
Because we're gonna forget about her.
She was so awesome. She was good.
She was very talented.
Yeah.
Very talented. I don't know anything about her, but I know this is what they're doing. They're trying to wipe away,
break the record, and that's
wipe her away from everybody's mind.
Yeah. I'd love to hear more stories as to why she retired. I'd love to hear it, but
a lot of speculation on that. Yeah. You can speculate however you want.
Yeah.
I've heard pregnancy. I've heard that the fact that she just doesn't want to deal with because CM Punk chants, whatever. I've heard it all.
But moving on from the ladies, there's a couple announcements. Poor Mr. Noble.
Well, hold on. Before poor Mr. Noble, let's just say our heartfelt condolences to the family of Nature Boy Buddy Landell.
Yeah.
Passed away yesterday. Mm-hmm. It was a pleasure to watch him work. Nobody will, once again, battle of the Nature Boys, Flair and Buddy Landell. Mm-hmm. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch any of his matches, always watch. You can go back and watch some, especially in NWA Mid-South. Any of those you're always going to be entertained, and it's sad that he had passed on at such a young age, and we wish his family well during this time.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Jamie Noble.
Poor Mr. Noble.
Poor Mr. Noble.
Poor Mr. Noble. Brock Lesnar decided that, maybe Noble wasn't selling enough for him.
he had enough of his guff.
He threw Jamie Noble is a man. Okay, he's a smaller man, but he's still a man. And Brock Lesnar picked up a man and threw this man, body and all, into the barricade. Padded barricade, by the way. And broke Mr. Noble's 3 ribs. Okay?
maybe he was trying to, throw him through the barricade, and nobody told him it wasn't like a gimmicked barricade, and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway?
Yeah, I don't know. See, and, you start to see a little bit of what CM Punk was talking about.
Well, yeah, I mean...
he's hurting people, man.
Well, it wasn't... CM Punk's big gripe wasn't against Brock Lesnar.
It was Ryback, yeah.
It was Ryback that was CM Punk's big gripe.
But
here's my problem with that whole, like, hey, Ryback is hurting people in the ring. You went to UFC right after. Like, are you saying that Ryback is tougher than UFC? Because I think you are.
But
just my 2 cents.
But poor Jamie Noble, he broke 3 ribs. I don't know if they'll work it into the storyline. Maybe they will. Hopefully he gets better. I'm hoping a quick recovery. They immediately threw up the X.
Well, when he's laying there,
they immediately threw up the X. There is another something else that I wanted to talk about. Excuse me. Darren Young.
Okay.
Said he was disrespected on Swerve because they blurred out his boyfriend's face.
What is Swerve?
That's that prank show that they're doing on the WWE network.
They blurred out his boyfriend's face?
They blurred it out.
Why?
There is no explanation. There's no explanation. They just blurred out his boyfriend's face.
Did he not sign a release form?
Because according to Darren Young, he actually said, because he had tweeted, he said, swerved by WWE, but to blur my man's face is totally disrespectful to me. Why? It wasn't done on WWE Unfiltered. Okay? So apparently WWE Unfiltered, it wasn't blurred, but on Swerved it is?
What is WWE Unfiltered?
That's with Renee Young, and they talk about, why is that happening?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah,
there's no reason for that to be happening right now.
Here's the thing. Like, there could be numbers of reasons why that happened, but it's, I don't even know why.
Reasons or excuses?
I don't know. Because here's the thing. Like, they're just walking through, for this picture that I'm seeing right now.
It looks like the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they're just walking through a crowd together. It doesn't, they're not holding hands, they're not kissing each other.
No.
But
even if they were, why is that a problem?
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying, like, that's... right there, that's such an innocuous picture. If you didn't know that was his boyfriend, it was just a picture of Darren Young.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why they blurred his face there. Like I said, they're not holding hands, they're not kissing. That's not... There's no problem with that, at least from my perspective.
Yeah.
But that would be going to the line of PC, holy shit, that, can't have that on TV if that was their thing.
Well...
maybe I'm not explaining myself?
No. I know what you're saying, okay? To you, it doesn't matter, but what you're saying is to WWE, maybe it does.
Yeah, maybe, maybe...
It shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't.
But it does.
Because, they've been celebrating him as,
Yeah, no, they've been poking fun and everything, and he's cool with it, but it's weird. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, like I said, maybe somebody had a bad judgment. Somebody's going to have to answer to that.
Yeah, so because
somebody's going to have to answer
to that. You can't do that, okay? You can't do that.
Can't do that.
You can't do that anymore, okay? You're in the wrestling business, okay?
Yeah.
You tell me, okay? Is homosexuality, is it openly accepted? Or is it still no, don't really do that?
Depends on it. Honestly, it depends on the generation of the wrestler. My generation, younger generation, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Older generations, like some of it, maybe it depends. Boys down south, the old boys, that's definitely looking down upon. When you go to let's say Sergeant Slaughter's era, Pat Patterson's era. That you're look.
Your examples aren't great, but go ahead.
Okay, I'm just saying, it really depends. Okay, it depends on the individual. But the younger generation doesn't seem to care.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Well,
I'm gay. That's great. Can you do a fucking up and over?
Can we wrestle now?
I don't give a shit what you do with people's genitals. Not my problem.
That's a wonderful way to put it, Jay.
Well, how else I mean, I could try to get graphic, but I'd rather not. This is a PG stuff. You know, fuck it.
Oh yeah, that's real PG.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck it. PG.
Yeah, I talking with Cancer, and he's
he doesn't talk.
I know. He said apparently there is a real problem with it sometimes.
It depends on the locker room. Okay, there are workers out there that I know that I'm very friendly with, blatantly flamboyantly gay.
Yeah.
Those. Like it depends on it really depends on the locker room.
Yeah.
I noticed that there are nobody. I'm trying to get
there is nobody.
Yeah, I'm going to check my grammar right. There is nobody that will step up and say, "Hey, you're." Like I really don't. I want to use graphic terms.
I try to keep it okay.
Like,
hey, man, you're being too overt. Or can you tone it down? Is that what your people?
There's nobody there that'll gay bash.
Okay.
They're not going to just go up to him and call him like a faggot or something like that. They just won't do that.
Yeah.
They'll do behind the back, which is it's not better.
That's terrible.
It's worse. But I mean, but it depends. Like I said, it depends locker room to locker room. Being gay in a locker room, unless you're way flamboyant, nobody really knows and nobody really wants to ask.
Yeah.
Hey, you checking out my package? That never happens in the locker room.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, who's doing the traditional tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, but they're gonna have to address this. They're gonna have to address that.
They
gotta fix that.
They gotta do something for that because somebody fucked up.
Yeah, somebody messed up, and they need to fix it.
I'm looking at that. Like I said,
it's so innocuous. I'll
it looks like another guy following Darren Young.
Yeah, that's all it is.
They're not holding hands. They're not hugging. Nothing.
Not that matters.
Not that it matters. But I mean, like that. There's no. Oh my God, that's happening.
There's nothing in the picture that we think that Vince would think. Oh my God, we have to fucking blur this out.
Yeah,
okay? That's what we're saying.
Yeah, please.
That's it.
We're just starting out.
Nuts. I'm sure people will understand.
I'm sure.
Anyway.
All three of our listeners.
But yeah, like I said, someone needs to fix that. Other than that, I do want to weigh in on something else.
Sure.
I think the one thing that's going to drag wrestling out of its doldrums is that Kevin Owens angle. That can drag if they let it run.
Hold on, put a pin on that. Can I just say I was surprised as shit to hear fucking Cena, speak different languages?
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were watching Raw, and Kevin Owens starts speaking French, and then Cena's like, whatever, French and Chinese, and we're like, whoa.
Yeah. I don't know if they talked over the promo in the back, but if I'm
Kevin Owens, I'm like
Kevin Owens had that face on like, well, fuck,
I lost this one.
Man, like I didn't expect that.
It was impressive. It was impressive. Well, Cena could always talk on the mic,
Yeah, but different languages.
Yeah,
I've never ever fucking pinned him to be able to speak different languages.
But that was really really impressive. But yeah, if they let this angle run. Okay, if they let it run to where it should run, where it is, in my opinion, Owens goes over, okay, and wins the U.S. title, okay. Owens, I realize technically he's a bad guy, he's a heel, okay, and at the beginning of the show I said, the heels are winning too much, and but he's the kind of heel I won't say I've never, but haven't seen that kind of heel in a very long time. The kind of heel that's sort of like an everyman heel. Okay? I can't remember the last time I saw something like that.
Right.
Okay? Because you have your Bray Wyatts and your Kanes and your Triple H's and your Seth Rollins and all these types of heels, the whininess or the badasses and the Lesnars or whatever. But the Kevin Owens, fight me. I am a family man, but I'm going to do whatever I have to do for my family, and if that means I got to run you the fuck over, then so be it, type of heel. I think it's very unique, okay? And I think it's very, his look is also unique too. You don't see guys like that make it and look like that.
No, you don't. Like,
they don't.
He's one of the ones. When he was in Ring of Honor and doing everything else, he's one of the ones that a lot of guys were like, he's never going to make it. He doesn't have the look.
Doesn't look.
And
you know what? He can talk. He's got it. His promos are. He's such a dick, right? He's such a dick, but he does it so good. Mm-hmm. Okay, and he plays that heel so good because the idea that, okay, you can villain, I'll be your villain. You know, his character's like, okay, if I'm a villain, then I'll be your villain, but I'll be a successful villain. Mm-hmm. You know, that's I really, really dig it. And if they let it run, it's because they're pushing Kevin Owens hard.
Yeah, I have never seen somebody get pushed as hard as they're pushing Owens. If in a very long time, or if at all ever.
Yeah.
Because they immediately threw him to the face of the company.
And he beat him.
And he goes over clean.
Clean. This was back at
Elimination Chamber. First match in, he wins the title. Second match in, he beats the hell out of his friend. Third match in, he beats Cena. It's like...
Yeah. Somebody sees something. I guess Vince. Okay?
Yeah.
Which is strange, because Vince doesn't usually like guys that don't have the look. Okay? That's why he was pushing Roman Reigns on us for a while. Okay? Because Roman, he can work, okay? And he's got a lot better on the mic. But he just doesn't have the charisma. He just doesn't have it. And if you're going to be the man with the heavyweight championship, it's all about the charisma.
Honestly, it's all about a gimmick. Daniel Bryan really wasn't over until he started doing the no-yes thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a fantastic worker, but the crowd couldn't really get into him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of how that was. But, Kevin Owens should never lose the NXT title. And what I mean by that is, he should win the US title
and then drop the
and then just drop the NXT title. I've already made it, so I don't need this. Don't need this anymore. It's a higher pay raise for me. You guys can.
Well, it makes sense to do that. Okay, but the thing is, it all depends on how they want to push Owens. Okay, if they want to push Owens as this unstoppable guy, okay, which kind of isn't because Cena just went over on him,
mm-hmm.
okay? But if they want to push him as this unstoppable guy, you're right, they have to do that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But if they just want to push him as a regular guy who's just really, really, really good, okay, and just good at what he does, and very savage, then Finn Balor can beat him. Finn Balor can go over on him. But it all depends on how they want to push him.
I would.
Right now, it looks like they're pushing him as this, or they're pushing him as a bit of an unstoppable guy. Okay, because he may have, Cena may have gone over on him, but it was after a fantastic match,
right?
Okay, which was match of the night. But seeing Cena work is always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I know he can work.
Yeah,
he just doesn't get the chance. Okay, because the higher ups need him to be healthy for those, for the charity. They really do. But yeah, if they push him, it all depends on how they want him pushed. Okay, him dropping the NXT title, I don't think is a good idea because that makes the NXT title look worthless. That doesn't make
him look worthless. It doesn't make him look like a scumbag.
It hurts the NXT title.
I don't think it does.
Someone dropping the title, I think that hurts the title.
I don't think so.
Because you're trying to build these guys as the next generation. These guys are awesome. And
you're already building this guy as the monster. You're not up my level.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd have.
It's not that they can't do it. They can. I just think the better option would be for Finn Balor to go over on.
I think that would make him look weak. You already went over on Cena. Why would you try to put over an NXT guy?
It's true.
Yeah, he needs to just drop the title.
Man, maybe they wrote themselves into a corner.
I think they did.
But the thing is, I want Finn Balor to come up. Okay? Honestly, I would like a lot of people from NXT to come up. Okay?
Problem is that, though, I don't know if the main roster audience would dig Finn Balor.
You're right. But, yeah, what's over in NXT isn't necessarily over on Raw.
I mean, look what they did with the Rosebuds, the Exotic Express. Over in NXT. Comes to Raw and everybody's like, what the fuck's going on?
That's because people that watch Raw religiously don't watch NXT. Because NXT is not on TV.
Yeah.
NXT is on the network. Okay? So...
NXT is a wrestling show.
Yeah.
Raw is a show about wrestling.
So, there's that. But, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. But before we do...
Was it? Ribbity, rap?
Before we do, we want to tell you about a couple things. First, this Saturday...
Oh,
okay, we're going to be in Rhode Island Convention Center, FanFest 5, right?
FanFest 5.
FanFest 5. We're going to go up there. We're going to have our own table. And we're going to try to interview some of the legends that are up there. We're going to get...
If you're going there, feel free to stop by our booth and shake our hands.
Yeah, we'd love to meet you. We'd love to say hi. We'll have a big old banner right behind our table. You'll see it.
Brandy new.
We're picking it up on Thursday. But, yeah, go ahead and drop by. We're going to be there in Rhode Island Convention Center Saturday. We're going to be there all day. If you want to come up and say hi, go ahead and give us a handshake. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see you. We'd love to meet you. And like I said, we're going to be broadcasting, or at least attempting to broadcast, on Twitch TV as long as the signal strength in the convention center is good enough.
Yeah, we're going to record what we do no matter what. Yeah. But, yeah, we are going to try to broadcast live.
Yeah, we're going to try to broadcast live. I will leave the link in the description. So that's happening this weekend, and if I'm not mistaken, you guys have a couple shows coming up, or just one?
Well, we want to push a show. Yeah. It's also the Saturday that we're going to be in Rhode Island. I know that the SWF is going to be doing a show in Avenel, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. It's called Collision Course. A bunch of good guys are going to be on that show. It's like I said, it's in Avenel, New Jersey, at the Avenel Columbian Club. You can go to... there's the SWF. We're gonna put up the links because I can't know the HTTP / all that type of shit.
He doesn't computers well.
I'm not.
No. But yeah, we'll put the link in the description for the SWF, as well as the Avenel show and everything like that. And is there anything else coming up, or is...
I will say that I got my eyes on certain things like. There's also coming up this weekend. There's the Too Many Games convention that I had my eye on. And apparently, they're going to be doing like a cosplay wrestling thing that looked interesting. If you guys want to check that out, you're more than welcome to do. What else did we want to push? I know we want to push a couple things.
I think we covered it.
Did we?
I think we took care of it.
Got any games that we're playing? You said.
Yeah. Well, speaking of games, we do have another a Twitch channel called the 8-Bit Legends. Okay. Yes. And if you're willing, or if you like gaming, or if you just want to check it out, go ahead and it's 8_bit_legends. It's a Twitch channel. I'll leave that link in the description as well.
It's the number 8.
The number 8. And yeah, we just like playing, having a good time, just chilling out, and. We usually stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So this week we're probably going to stream on Thursday instead of Friday because we're not going to be here on Friday.
Right.
But yeah, so go ahead and give us a follow, check us out, see what's what.
Just to let you know, on a normal week, it's Tuesday Night Titans. We like to play the big games in the industry. Mm-hmm. We like this past week we played Link to the Past.
Yep.
We might play WWF No Mercy.
Yeah.
We might play Sims 4.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows? World of Warcraft, whatever. Yeah. Those are the big games. Yeah. There's Wednesday Night Potluck. We might play whatever game.
Yeah, we play games on Wednesday that we're interested in doing, that we think other people should play, and check out. And then Fridays.
Friday's my favorite.
Fridays tends to be our favorite. It's Flashback Fridays, we spin the wheel. We have a wheel set up with 100 NES titles on it, and we spin the wheel about every 20 minutes, and it tells us what to play.
Yeah.
We call it the Wheels of Myth, Legends, and Follies. Okay, and usually we try to stream around either 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and then we go until about midnight. So, like I said, check us out. We'll leave the link in the description, as well as the link to the Avenel show for SWF and the link for the Fan Fest. And
Rhode Island bound!
Rhode Island bound, baby.
The first blind tag road trip?
Oh, yes.
Do not drink and drive.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I just had to say that.
Okay.
Saying things.
Awesome. So, for Krim and for Dante, obviously, hopefully she gets better soon. And I am Big Dick Gideon, and we will talk to you all next week.
Or Rhode Island.